just we can just close our eyes and start to arrive right here, right now, from wherever we're coming from. And take a couple of deep breaths down into the belly. Slow, deep breaths, breathing through our nose, in and out. Allowing the body to settle. And to relax. Turning our attention from all the input that the senses are so excited about inside into our own space. To the space that is from where we are observing everything. We're observing all the things that are going on around us. We're observing our thoughts and feelings that might come up. And in these next minutes, we're just going to sit and watch and not get up and react to the impulses that we get. Just sit and watch and strengthen that muscle of neutrality, of non-reactivity, of freedom, recognizing freedom. And what I love to do, and you can do that even if you just sit for a minute or so in your day, is to close my eyes, breathe deeply into the belly as we do right now, and then tune into my face and see if I'm tensing any muscles or if my expression is actually expressing a state of being that I don't want to be in, like anxiety or hurry or stress. And then as we tune in, we can become aware of that and just let our whole face relax. And that already allows our body to really sink into this state of not needing to do anything right now. Allowing it to return to its original state of actually being completely at peace. Letting go of the story that we need to run anywhere or do anything. Just for this moment. And what really does wonders, and it can be a little bit awkward at first, but what really allows us to completely reset is when as we tune into our face, into our body, and allowing it to slow down and calm down, if we invite a smile, no matter what situation we are in, we can just invite a smile to come to our face. And as we sit and watch what happens, we can see how our state inside is changing, how the smile is inviting feel-good hormones to kind of flush our body, flush through everywhere, allowing us to be grounded in our own space, in our own freedom. And we can only do that because we are actually not bound by the situations that we find ourselves in, neither by the comments that we're observing in our heads about the situations. And when we do that, and it's great to do that at the beginning of the meditation, especially if we had a hectic day or if there's something that kind of made us a little bit just brought a lot of energy. And it's great to tune in and just see that, wow, I can reset my focus and my system at any time and tune into my own bliss that is just there when I allow my attention to go there. And from there, we're kind of grounded in a space that we can just observe whatever comes up. Because we know that right now, whatever comes up is actually just our imagination. So we're observing that. And we're practicing the power of, instead of reacting to everything, observing what's happening. From the place of clarity, of knowing that we are free from whatever is happening, at least in this time of meditation right now. And what can be very helpful when we start meditating and our mind might be a little bit busy still, and while the thoughts are not a problem at all, and we can actually use them to go deeper into the meditation, because we can clearly distinguish where I am seated and where my thoughts are just playing kind of on the surface of my attention. It can also be helpful to really have a focus for the mind at the beginning. And we can use the breath, just as we did at the beginning, focusing on the breath. And we can use a mantra, which might be even more effective because it actually gives our thoughts something to do, something to think about. And the mantra that I love to use is Amaram Ham, Madhuram Ham. That's also where the Amaram Cafe comes from. Amaram Ham is describing that space of pure observation, pure attention that we tune into as we observe everything that comes and goes. And that space is absolutely free. So we are affirming, I am free. I am freedom. That's what Amaram Ham. I am ever-present awareness. Freedom. And then Madhuram Ham. Madhuram is the bliss. It's the bliss of undivided attention, undivided existence. That awareness with which you observe your thoughts, and the awareness with which I observe my thoughts, is the same awareness. You're just observing your story and I observe mine. But that doesn't change the awareness itself. And in the meditation that we here in Kulu practice and engage in, is a meditation on that space of awareness that is undivided and free. That we can always go back to in any situation, take a step back and realize, wow, I'm not only experiencing this situation, I'm also observing it from a place of clarity and freedom. So let's just take a couple minutes and meditate with the mantra. It has incredible effects when we meditate with a mantra. There's so much, a lot of studies are being done on that. And there's a lot of mental processing that is also going on at the same time. So you might observe that while you're saying the mantra, you're also observing different thoughts passing through. And that's totally fine. That is great, actually. And it allows you to see that there is a stream of thoughts that is never ending, but you don't have to be engaged in them. You can focus on the mantra and just stay with that and watch the other things pass by. So just in case that is helpful, I'm going to put the mantra into the chat. Amaram ham, Maduram ham. Maduram ham. That's okay though. Doesn't change the pronunciation. So I'm just going to guide it, and we can become aware not only of the words that we are saying, but also of the space in between, where the next word is coming from, where the inspiration of the next word is coming from. And that space remains the same between the words, between the thoughts, between our experiences. And that's the space that we tune into. And we use the mantra to keep our focus steady. And if your mind is a little bit more busy, you can say it faster. I'm going to say it a little bit more slowly now. But you can, in your own head, you can do it in your own way. Amaramham, Madhuramham. I am freedom. I am bliss. Amaramham, Madhuramham. Amaramham, Madhuramham. Just continue for a couple of minutes to say it in your own head. And keep breathing deep into your belly. And when your attention is flowing away from the mantra, and you notice that, just pick it up again. This is not only training our attention and our ability to focus. This is training our capacity to recognize that we are free, no matter what is happening inside our head or outside. We can realize that we have the ability to very clearly choose our focus and place our attention on that which brings us back to our state of peace. And as I'm talking, keep repeating the mantra. And notice that there are like different levels of your attention. The mantra can go on as the baseline, and still you can hear what I'm saying. But having this repetition, this clear focus, is like an anchor, allowing you to see that all my words are coming and going, And the meaning that you make of them comes and goes. But your attention, your awareness is underlying the whole experience. And it remains unaffected by my words and their meaning. Unaffected by your thoughts and their meaning. We're just bathing in this recognition of absolute freedom and the bliss that comes from that recognition. Because there's nothing in the world that can take away your freedom, that can change your ability to tune into your own space, find your clarity and your fulfillment, your sweet love inside. That's always there for you. And meditation allows us to tune in and fill up our own cup so that we can meet the world with a full heart instead of a needy heart. With fearlessness, because there's nothing to lose. We already have all that we need. You are already complete. Your love cup is already filled up. So now it's just to share and to enjoy it and play with it. Amaram hum, maduram hum. Focusing and training our mind in this way allows us to have a very different perspective on life. Away from this constant reactivity and uncertainty about what is going to happen and how I am going to solve the things that are going to be presented to me. To seeing that I am grounded in freedom. I am grounded in fulfillment. So now whatever comes, it's not that heavy. It's not that serious in a way. It is happening in our pure observation. And by the end of the day, when we close our eyes to sleep, it will all disappear again. And all night we'll be completely at peace, not even pain in our body. No struggle in the mind. Just bliss, nothingness. And in the morning, in that same awareness that experienced pure space, nothingness, all night, the world begins again. And we're observing it. Not as some small individual in the world trying to find its way, but as the ground, the pure awareness, the freedom that is permeating the whole experience of this life. And that is one with all that appears in it. Just like the dream. The dream just appears in our awareness. And even though it feels like we are the dream figure wandering around and trying to figure out stuff, we never became that dream figure, that isolated little thing. We're the whole dream. The whole dream is only playing in us. And we're tuning into that awareness that is unbroken and free. Amaram Ham, Maduram Ham. And what I really love is actually to combine singing with meditating. And I love to sing the mantra. So to end our meditation, I'll just sing the mantra, and you'll have a tune. If you ever feel like it, you can just tune in and sing it. Amaram Ham, Maduram Ham, 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 Amaram Ham, Maduram Ham. Take another deep breath into your belly. Rub the palms of your hands together and cup your eyes. Just a moment. And you can wash your face and wash over your whole body. And stretch and open your eyes again. Be back in the beautiful world.